changed my life in so many ways. The content of the films has given me momentum to take to my home.
In bringing students here to Telluride for the Mountainfilm Festival, I really wanted to accomplish a couple of different objectives. One is for them to get to see this majestic, gorgeous scenery that they have here in Telluride, Colorado. Another is to get the behind-the-scenes look at how a documentary film festival works and everything that goes into curating and presenting hundreds of films to thousands of viewers. I think the last thing I really am hoping for is that students get to see a ton of fantastic, inspiring, engaging documentary films here at Mountainfilm.
So a particular film that stood out to me was Time for Ilhan. I think what really stood out to me is it occurs in Minnesota. She became one of our state representatives, especially up in Minneapolis, and so I was following her story as she was being elected. But, it was an infinite more in-depth story, and you got to see the personal side of it and things you didn't see when just reading the newspapers. So I really enjoyed that, especially since it's something I already knew about, but not a lot. Another one I really enjoyed was our BG about Ruth Bader Ginsburg. I don't know, I think any feminist should see that film because she definitely did a lot for the women of this country, so it was very enjoyable to watch that.
The films that stood out to me so far this weekend are a lot of the features, and a couple of them are focused on people, like biopic documentaries on Ruth Bader Ginsburg and Fred Rogers, and they both really got in depth in their life and just kind of how they changed people's lives, and I just thought that was very touching and very moving. And also there's some really good stuff about immigration families and people that came from immigration, like Time for Ilhan, about Ilhan Omar, a politician from Minnesota, and how she gained office, and it was just really cool to see that story. It was kind of bittersweet to see stories about some immigrants coming over and settling in Baltimore, Maryland, and kind of how tough their life was and is still with the climate that we have right now with the tough immigration policies. So I would say a lot of the stuff that just focuses on human condition stuff was great in my mind. The extreme sports stuff is fine, but I'm just a little bit more in the drama of those films.
I am really excited that Winona State University students came to the festival this year. It's been something that I have dreamt of for a long time. I think the benefits of it are twofold. I think experiencing the festival at such a young age will help influence not only careers in filmmaking, curation, and other film industry professions, but also really get an in-depth look at some of the content that people are creating, from the grassroots to the big budget professional productions that are available here at Mountainfilm. I think one of the things that I like the best about being here with the students is seeing those topics through the students' eyes for the first time, to see the transformation from not knowing much about a topic to really understanding the passion that somebody had to create a film and bring that to Mountainfilm and bring that eventually to the world through distribution of their film. How you can take that passion and tell a story and transform people's lives because of something that we stumbled upon.
We've had an opportunity to meet some film producers, we've had an opportunity to meet film directors, we've had an opportunity to meet the director of the entire festival itself. I hope that these people and all the accomplishments and successes they've had in their careers are inspiring for my students. Everybody in this film industry starts small by making short films about topics of interest to them. That's where I hope my students are interested in beginning as well, with maybe some short docs or writing reviews or keeping blogs as their first steps into an industry that's just full of really passionate, engaged people working hard on really important topics.
Getting to rub elbows and meet the filmmakers that are at these festivals, usher them to their seats, ask them questions in Q&A. It's really cool because they're just like us. They got the same passion for film and for good stories, and they've been out there working hard, getting it done, and it just kind of inspires classmates like us that are studying film and want to do similar things. And I thought it would be a little intimidating, but no, they're very down-to-earth people. Piece of advice that the filmmakers have been saying that has influenced me is probably just do what you love and kind of just get out there and make films, or help your friends make films and find good stories. And that's just really good advice, I think.
It's just doing what you are passionate about, making it personal, doing something that you can spend months and months on because it comes off more genuine when it's something you actually care about.
Another thing is too, like, you know, you're not going to start off at the top, and that was kind of common with them. You know, you might start at the bottom, but do the best at that job. So if you're cleaning toilets, make those toilets sparkle, and eventually you might win an Oscar. Just keep making films and keep learning, and you'll eventually get to where you want to be.
Would I come back? Yes, absolutely. If I could afford it, I would definitely come here as often as I could. I think they put on a really good program, and the people here are great, the weather's great, and yeah, it's a really great weekend.